Why do we add manure and fertilizers to the soil? Do we always have to add these substances? Let us see if we need to. This is a piece of land. Can you see the nutrients marked in various colored dots? Now what happens when we grow a crop here? Well, a look at the soil will tell you the answer. The colored dots have almost disappeared. Where did those nutrients go? The crop took up all those nutrients, didn't it? Now, can we grow another crop here? Will the next crop have enough nutrients? Of course not. The soil is now devoid of all nutrients. We need to add some to the soil in order to grow another crop. Wait, how do we add nutrients to the soil? The farmer can help us with this question. Can you see a pit very close to the farm? What does he keep adding in this pit? Look carefully. They are wastes of vegetables, kitchen scraps, animal wastes, and dried leaves. Why is he doing this? What will he get from accumulation of this waste? Manure. That's right. What is manure exactly? The wastes in this pit will slowly be decomposed by various microorganisms. These microorganisms will convert all the waste into organic manure. When we add this manure to the soil, it will help the soil become fertile once again. We call this process as manuring. Do you know that manure may not be able to get all the nutrients back into the soil, but it does perform some other amazing jobs? For a start, it helps the soil to retain more moisture. That in turn would lead to a better water holding capacity of the soil. If the soil remains moist, plants have a continuous supply of water. Most of the soil is then made porous. Porous would mean it not only allows water to seep in, but also helps the exchange of gases. Adding of manure also results in the increase of friendly microbes that help to enhance the fertility of the soil. And yet another advantage of manure is that it helps improve the texture of the soil. So many reasons to use organic manure in our farms. What about fertilizers? Do they help to add nutrients too? Yes, of course they do. However, unlike manure, fertilizers are manufactured in industries. They are inorganic salts and are not produced naturally. Does that mean fertilizers are bad? No, they aren't. They can be very useful to farmers to gain a higher yield of the crop. However, as the saying goes, anything in excess is harmful. So is the case with the usage of fertilizers. Fertilizers are of various types and each one is rich in at least one nutrient. They may be urea, ammonium sulfate, potash, and many more. Fertilizers, unlike manure, do not provide any humus to the soil. They are like tablets of calcium, while manure would be milk. Milk is a natural way of providing your body with calcium and many other nutrients. Calcium tablets, on the other hand, provide only calcium. I'm sure that you now know the difference between manures and fertilizers. Do you know that there are other ways to replenish the soil with nutrients? For example, keeping the land fallow or not cultivating anything in between two crops help the soil to naturally regain its nutrients. However, this seems to take a while. Similarly, crop rotation also helps to maintain a balance of soil nutrients. We can grow crops which use different nutrients alternatively. We can also grow legumes. Legumes? How would they help? Well, leguminous plants have bacteria called the rhizobium attached to their roots. They help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen by converting them into nitrates that the plants can use. This seems to be a pretty easy way of adding this nutrient into the soil. On this note, we have completed the agricultural practice of adding manure and fertilizers to the soil. Now, how about studying irrigation? Let us do that in our next lesson.